Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we explore the wonders of the natural world and the impact of human activity on our planet. We're going to take a journey to Thailand, where a silent threat is lurking in the waters. It's a story about an invasive species that's taking over the country's canals, rivers, and lakes, outcompeting native species for food and habitat. The blackchin tilapia, a fish native to Africa, has been introduced to Thailand's waters, and its population has exploded. Researchers believe that the fish was introduced through the aquarium trade, or aquaculture, and it is now causing significant problems for the ecosystem. The blackchin tilapia is adaptable and can thrive in both brackish and freshwater conditions, making it a formidable invader. It's also affecting the water quality by increasing sedimentation and degrading the habitat of native species. The full impact of the invasion is still unknown, but scientists are working to understand the extent of the damage. They are using innovative techniques like environmental DNA analysis, which involves sampling water for DNA shed by organisms to monitor the fish's presence and track its movements. Despite efforts to control the population, the blackchin tilapia continues to spread, and it is becoming a significant threat to Thailand's biodiversity. The government and local communities are working together to find solutions, including developing products from the fish, such as animal feed and fermented fish sauce. However, the scale of the problem is enormous, and it's unclear whether these efforts will be enough to mitigate the damage. As we will explore in more depth throughout this episode, invasive species like the blackchin tilapia are a growing concern worldwide, and it's essential that we take action to prevent their introduction and spread. The consequences of inaction could be devastating for ecosystems and native species. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. In our previous segment, we delved into the intriguing tale of an invasive species affecting ecosystems abroad. Now, let's shift our attention to a more localized yet equally captivating story, the British swallowtail butterfly, specifically the subspecies Papiliomachaon britannicus found in the Norfolk Broads. This butterfly has long been a subject of interest due to its rarity and unique characteristics, such as being smaller and darker than its continental cousins. What's most remarkable about the Britannicus is its distinct genetic makeup, which sets it apart from other swallowtail subspecies. Recent research published in Insect Conservation and Diversity has revealed that the British swallowtail has been a distinct subspecies for at least 200,000 years, far longer than previously thought. This discovery has significant implications for conservation efforts. The study suggests that Britannicus is a wetland specialist and may have once been more widely distributed across North European wetlands before separating from its continental cousins between 200,000 and 1.7 million years ago. This newfound understanding of its history and genetic distinctiveness makes a strong case for renewed conservation efforts to protect this unique part of Britain's natural heritage. The Britannicus faces several challenges, including the threat of rising sea levels that endanger its freshwater wetland habitat and the scarcity of its primary food source, milk parsley. Conservationists are now looking into translocating the species to new protected wetland sites as a long-term solution. Additionally, there's concern about potential hybridization with the more common continental swallowtail, which could threaten the genetic integrity of Britannicus. However, conservation experts like Mark Collins, president of the Swallowtail and Birdwing Butterfly Trust, remain optimistic. They believe that with targeted efforts to preserve wetlands and ensure the availability of milk parsley, Britannicus can thrive alongside other subspecies without being hybridized out of existence. This story not only highlights the importance of genetic research and conservation, but also underscores the need for tailored approaches to protect unique and endangered species like the British swallowtail. As we continue to face the challenges of global heating and habitat destruction, stories like that of Papiliomachaon britannicus remind us of the intricate beauty and diversity of life on Earth and our responsibility to preserve it. Welcome back to Nature Walk. As we conclude our journey through the natural world today, I'd like to take you to the shores of Sydney, Australia, where a pressing concern has emerged in the form of a deadly virus affecting bird populations. The H5N1 bird flu, a severe and highly pathogenic avian influenza, has made its way into New South Wales, marking a critical moment for wildlife conservation and public health. This story begins with the discovery of a giant petrel on Bennett's Beach in Hawk's Nest, north of Newcastle, which tested positive for H5N1. This finding is not isolated. Over the past fortnight, several cases have been confirmed in washed-up petrels and skuas across Australia. The concern is palpable, as this virulent form of bird flu has had devastating impacts overseas, including the destruction of wild bird populations, the sickness of livestock, and significant economic losses to poultry farms. The situation underscores the importance of swift action and surveillance. Authorities, including Surf Life Saving New South Wales, the National Parks and Wildlife Service, and animal hospitals, are working together to monitor the situation closely. The public is also being urged to play a crucial role in preventing the spread of the virus by reporting any sightings of sick or dead birds and taking simple precautions such as keeping pets indoors and ensuring backyard chickens are separated from wild birds. It's a race against time to contain this outbreak, particularly with the migration patterns of seabirds that could potentially bring more infected birds to Australian shores. The stakes are high, not just for the bird populations but also for other native species that could be at risk if the virus spreads into the wildlife. As we navigate this challenging situation, it's essential to remember the interconnectedness of our world and the delicate balance of ecosystems. The response to this outbreak is a testament to the collaborative efforts that can be mobilized in the face of environmental and health challenges. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.